Welcome to the Command Line Interface Swift Lab. My name is Gonzalo La Torre, and my colleague Swanan Malagi and I will be training you in performing administrative actions in this service using the Command Line Interface. Table of Contents. We will be covering the topics easy access to OpenStack CLI, Swift general commands, creating a container, uploading objects in the container, download objects from the container, container permissions, and deleting the objects and containers. Prerequisites. Before starting this lab, you should have also taken the lab Introduction to Cloud Computing, as well as Horizon Dashboard Swift as an admin and Horizon Dashboard Swift as a user. Introduction. Swift is OpenStack's highly available, distributed, eventually consistent object store service. Organizations can use Swift to store lots of data efficiently, safely, and cheaply. Let us now begin by exploring the Swift command line interface. First, you will need to access your OpenStack environment and search your credentials as admin user and admin tenant. In your terminal, you will type SSH, followed by the private key, next the user, @ and the IP address where your OpenStack environment is. Now let's access the DevStack folder by typing cd space devstack. Let us source our credentials by typing source space openrc space admin space admin. Now that you are in the OpenStack environment, we can proceed with using the Nova command line interface. To start off, let's check the Swift version by first using the command swift space -- version. We will be able to see that we're using the version 2.7.0. To list all Swift capabilities, we can use the command swift space capabilities. Let's correct that. Enter. Let's go up on the list to see all the Swift capabilities and take a look at what we can do using the service. Let's go down. This command displays cluster capabilities. The output includes the list of activated Swift middlewares as well as relevant options for each ones. Additionally, the command displays relevant options for Swift core. We can also take a look at all the statistics of OpenStack using the Swift command swift space stat. It will show you the number of containers and objects present in this project. We can observe that there is one container in our Swift service. To find out the name of our container, we can use the command swift space list. To obtain the status of this particular container, we can use the command swift space stat space followed by the name of our container, which is UTSA. Let us now obtain a list of objects within this container using the command swift space list space UTSA. As you can see, we have one object named public key. That's it. Now we will create a new container using the command line interface. The syntax for this command is swift space post space followed by the name of the container that you want to create. Check whether we have created the container successfully or not. Let's do a swift space list to corroborate. As you can see, we have created a new container named OCI. Now upload a file to the container that we have created. To perform this action, we can use swift space upload space and then the name of the container, which is OCI space and the name of the file that you wish to upload. Now, check the list of objects inside the OCI container using the command swift space list space and the name of our container, which is OCI. If the file size is too large, we can upload the file in chunks using the command swift space upload space the name of the container to where you wish to upload the file space dash capital S space the chunk size in kilobytes space and the file name, which in this case will be hacking all in capital letters .rst. As you can see, multiple chunks were created and uploaded into our container. If you want to skip uploading identical files, you can always use the command swift space upload space dash dash skip dash identical space the container name, which in this case will be OCI space and the file that you wish to upload. As you can see, we can do a swift space list space and the container name. This will help us to corroborate that no identical files were uploaded. To upload any files that have been changed, we can use the command swift space upload space dash C space the name of the container, which is OCI space and the name of the file. We can corroborate with swift space list space in the container name to see if we have like duplicated files. In this case, there's an identical file that we tried to upload, but Swift identified this. As well, we tried to upload any changed files. Swift identified that there were no changes made to this file, therefore didn't upload it. If you want to download the file we just uploaded, Swift has a very simple command which you can use. You can type swift space download space the name of the container, which is OCI, followed by the name of the file that you wish to download, which in this case will be hacking.rst. It starts to download, and we can see the file over here in our directory. To download all the contents within our containers in our tenant, we can simply use the command swift space download space dash dash all. Now we can validate that our contents have been downloaded to our host by using ls, and we can see the containers OCI, OCI segments, and UTSA, which will respond to our containers. Now in our host, we have proceeded to eliminate all the download files. To download all the objects within a specific container, you can use the command swift space download space and then the container name, which in this case will be OCI. We can validate this by typing ls, and you're able to see over here that the hacking RST file and the setup.py file have been downloaded to our hosts. If you want to delete any file or object you have previously uploaded, you can simply use the command swift space delete space the name of the container, space, and the name of the file. To validate that we have deleted this file, we can use the command swift space list space and then the name of our container. You will be able to see the file is now removed from the container. Now let's delete the container. To do so, we can simply use the command swift space delete space and then the name of our container, which is OCI. We can do a swift space list, and now our container is gone. In this tutorial, we have covered how to perform some operations using the Swift command line interface, such as listing containers, listing objects, creating and deleting objects, and creating and deleting containers. Some of the commands that we used were swift stat, swift list, swift post, swift upload, swift download, and swift delete. Our references are mentioned in this slide.